Hi, dear students. In our previous session, we saw the problem related to angle between hours hand and minute hand. So, actually, that is a question they can ask in a competitive exam. Okay, see, for that question, we have another method to solve that question. See, you should know the formula here to find the angle between hour hand and minute hand when the time is x hours y minutes ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಟೈಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅವರ್ ವೈ ಮಿನಿಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಆಗ what is the angle between the central angle in a radian we need to find. What is the angle between hour hand and minute hand? Okay, so to find that we have a formula, direct formula you can use, that is half into 60x minus 11y. Okay, this formula you can use to find the angle. Okay, so in competitive exam you can use this formula very easily, you can get the answer and means what is the angle between hour hand and minute hand you can find by using this formula. Okay, so this in terms of degree you will get. Okay, degree ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ, ಅದು ನಾವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ರೇಡಿಯನ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಇಂಟು 60 ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಓಕೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು, 2 hours 40 minutes ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ 2 hours 40 minutes ಆರ್ 2 o'clock 40 minutes ಅಲ್ಲಿ what is the angle between hour hand and minute hand? So here x is nothing but 2 and y is nothing but 40. ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ 60 into 2 minus 11 into 40 ಅಂತ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಇಂಟು 62 is 120 minus 11 into 4 44. So 11 into 40 is 440. Okay, like this will get. So why it is modulus? Modulus means you have to write the absolute value. Okay, the positive value you have to write so that it is absolute. Okay, so now here minus 440 plus 120 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ minus 320 ಅಂತ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಆರ್ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 320 ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ 2 ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತದೆ, 120. Okay, sorry, 160 degree. Okay, so the angle between hour hand and minute hand when the time is 2 hour 40 minutes is 160 degree. But this is in terms of degree we have. So what is the radian? Central angle in radian. So convert ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ 160 into pi by 180. Okay ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ here 2 8s 2 9s, so we'll get 8 pi by 9. ಸೊ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ದ್ಯಾರ್ ಬೈ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್, ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ಕಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ವಿಲ್ ಮೂವ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಸಮ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರಿಗ್ನೋಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟುಡೇಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿ some basics of trigonometric functions. Okay, see in earlier classes you already studied about the trigonometric ratios for acute angle. Trigonometric ratio means sine, cos, tan, secant, cosecant, cot. So those are the trigonometric ratios for acute angles in a right angle triangle you studied. So that is nothing but the ratio of the sides of right angle triangle, right? So if you consider a right angle triangle ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ one angle ನಿಮಗೆ ರೈಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಅಂದರೆ 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ರೈಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್. ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಅಸ್ OPM. ಓಕೆ, OPM ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಓಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐಲ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಎಟ್ O. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಥೀಟಾ ಬಿ ದ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್. ಅಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಲೆಸ್ ದನ್ 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ಲಿ less than 90, so it is acute angle. So for this angle we know the side PM is opposite side alva, idu opposite agide, so it is opposite side. ಅದೇ ಥರ the nearest side is adjacent side. Okay, for this angle theta adjacent side is this is adjacent side, and the third side, that is longest side of right angle triangle, is called as hypotenuse, HIP ಅಂತ ಬರೀತೇವೆ. So this is about your three sides of a right angle triangle with the angle theta. With respect to this angle theta, this is opposite side, and with respect to angle theta, this is adjacent side, this is hypotenuse side. But if you consider angle at P, then opposite side become OM and adjacent side become PM. This is hypotenuse side. Always remember, hypotenuse side you will get, it is opposite of your right angle. Okay, so this is the right angle. For that, what is the opposite side you have? That is nothing but hypotenuse side, and it is always the longest side of a right angle triangle. Now here you studied 6 trigonometric ratios, T ratios ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. Okay, T ratios or trigonometric ratios you studied. They are sine with the angle theta, that is sine theta. Okay, sine theta, that is nothing but opposite side divided by hypotenuse side, isn't it? Similarly, cosine of angle theta or cos theta is nothing but adjacent side divided by hypotenuse side. Then tangent of angle theta, tan theta is nothing but opposite side divided by adjacent side. Okay, and then cotangent theta or cot theta. Okay, cotangent of angle theta or cot theta is nothing but adjacent side divided by opposite side. And the next one is secant theta, secant of angle theta, that is sec theta ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Sec theta is nothing but hypotenuse side divided by adjacent side. Okay, the last one is cosecant of angle theta or cosec theta is nothing but hypotenuse divided by opposite. Okay, so these are the 6 different trigonometric ratios of a right angle triangle. Okay, with the ratio of the sides of trigonometric right angle triangle, we can get these trigonometric ratios. Okay, and you can observe some observation here that here sine theta is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse, but cosecant theta is nothing but hypotenuse by opposite. Means sine theta and cosecant theta are reciprocal each other. Means sine theta can be written as 1 by cosecant theta, or by cross multiplying this will get sine theta into cosecant theta is equal to 1. Similarly, cos theta is nothing but adjacent by hypotenuse, secant theta is nothing but hypotenuse by adjacent. So here cos theta and secant theta are reciprocal each other. Okay, or you can say cos theta into secant theta is equal to 1. The next one is tan theta and cot theta. You can observe opposite by adjacent, but here adjacent by opposite. So again they are reciprocal each other. So we can write this one as tan theta into cot theta is equal to 1. Okay, so multiple of the reciprocal functions, reciprocal trigonometric function with the same angle correspond to the value 1. Okay, so this you studied in your high school classes. And also we can write tan theta is equal to, tan theta is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse divided by adjacent by hypotenuse, where hypotenuse get cancels, we'll get opposite by adjacent. Means tan theta can be written as opposite by hypotenuse sin theta divided by adjacent by hypotenuse cos theta. So tan theta is nothing but sin theta by cos theta. And now we know cot theta is reciprocal of tan theta, so we can write cot theta as cos theta divided by sin theta. Okay, so these are the different the properties of trigonometric ratios you studied in high school classes. Okay, now together with this we can observe the trigonometric identities. Okay, so what are the identities you had? See, this also you learned that. See the first identities. This is obtained by Pythagoras theorem. That is Pythagoras theorem. It states that the square of hypotenuse side is equal to the sum of square of other two sides. So by using that concept, you can say sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Okay, so this is already you studied in your high school classes, and this we can rearrange, we can do the rearrangement here, and we can get the value of sin square theta or cos square theta with in terms of cos square theta or sin square theta. See, sin square theta can be written as 1 minus cos square theta, and sin theta can be written as root of 1 minus cos square theta. Similarly, cos square theta can be written as 1 minus sin square theta, or cos theta can be written as root of 1 minus sin square theta. Okay, so like this we can find. Okay, we can do the rearrangement. Similarly, the next the identity you had, that is the 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. Okay, secant square theta. Okay, or we can write tan square theta is nothing but secant square theta minus 1, or tan theta is equal to root of secant square theta minus 1. Okay, anyway, or secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Okay, the last one is 1 plus cot square theta is nothing but cosecant square theta, cosecant square theta. Okay, see here when writing here, if you have sin theta whole to the power n, this can be written as sin to the power n theta. Okay, sin to the power whole square antidre sin square theta hige baribodu. Okay, so 1 plus cot square theta is nothing but 1 plus cot theta whole square. Okay, cot theta ke whole square bariದ್ರೆ cot square theta ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, this you have to remember for all trigonometric ratio it holds. Okay, so here 1 plus cot square theta is nothing but cosecant square theta. Again you can rearrange that, you can write this one as cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta minus 1, or cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. Anyway, you can do the rearrangement here. Okay, this is about the identities that you already learnt in high school classes. And then see the trigonometric ratios and co-trigonometric ratios, T ratios. Okay, T ratios are sin, tan and secant. Sin, tan, secant are trigonometric ratios, and for sin, cosine means cos. Okay, cosine anta baritave, cosine, that is nothing but cos. Tangent, for tangent, cotangent. Okay, this is nothing but sine, this is nothing but tangent, this is nothing but secant. Okay, so for secant, cosecant are co-trigonometric ratios. See, these three are trigonometric ratios, means sine, tan, secant. But for sine, the cos function is co-trigonometric ratio. For tan, cot is co-trigonometric ratio. For secant, cosecant is the co-trigonometric ratios. So in generally we can write this in short, that cos, cot and cosecant, and this one is sine, tan, secant. Okay, like this. So now the standard angles already you studied in high school classes, that is trigonometric ratios for standard angles only studied. But in today's class we are going to study about trigonometric ratio for any angle in radians. Okay, see here, first of all, what is the trigonometric ratios for standard angles? What are the standard angles you have? That is 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. These are called as standard angles. This is in terms of degree we have, and we can write this in terms of radian. Okay, so 0 degree means 0 radian will get, because 0 into pi by 180. If you do 0 into any number is 0, so any non-zero number, 0 into any non-zero number is 0 only. So this is 0 radian. 30 degree you can convert that into radian, you will get pi by 6. 45 degree means pi by 4, 60 degree means pi by 3, and 90 degree means pi by 2. So like this we will get the standard angles in terms of radian. Now what are the trigonometric ratios for these standard angles? What are the values for those? Okay, so that sin 0, we know sin 0 is 0, that you already studied, that's why I am writing briefly here. Sin 0 is 0, sin 30 degree, that is sin pi by 6 values 1 by 2, sin 45 degrees 1 by root 2, sin 60 degrees root 3 by 2, and sin 90 degrees 1. Okay. Similarly, the cos function, cos 0 degrees 1, cos 30 degrees root 3 by 2, cos 45 degrees 1 by root 2, cos 60 degrees 1 by 2, and cos 90 degrees equal to 0. Similarly, tan 0 degree is what? Tan 0 degree is 0. Okay. Tan 30 degrees is equal to 1 by root 3. Tan 45 degrees is equal to 1. Tan 60 degrees is equal to root 3. And tan 90 degrees is not defined. Not defined. Okay. Similarly, cot values we can write. So cot 0 degrees not defined. Cot 30 degree is root 3. Cos 45 degrees is 1. Cot 60 degrees is equal to 1 by root 3. Cot 90 degrees 0. Similarly, secant values. Secant 0. Secant 0 is what? Secant 0 is nothing but that is 1. Okay. Secant 30 degree is nothing but 2 by root 3. Secant 45 degree is equal to root 2. Secant 60 degree is equal to 2. And secant 90 degree is not defined. Okay, not defined. Okay. Similarly, cosecant. Okay, cosecant values already. This also you studied. Cosecant 0 degree is not defined. Okay, cosecant 30 degrees 2. Cosecant 45 degrees root 2. Cosecant 60 degrees 2 by root 3. And cosecant 90 degree is 1. Okay. So, like this. Okay. So, these are the basics of trigonometry functions you studied. Now, we'll consider one unit circle. Okay, unit circle anta helidre gottidalva. A circle with the radius is 1 unit is called as unit circle. Okay, in a plane means it contains x-axis and y-axis, Cartesian plane. Okay, in a Cartesian plane, let me consider one unit circle and I'll define all the trigonometric functions. Okay, see. Okay, now see here. Okay. See, I will consider one unit circle. Okay, unit circle means the radius of circle is 1 unit at center origin. Okay, at center at origin. So this is the origin and this is the center of the circle. Okay. And now I will mark the points which are intersected the axis. Okay, this is x-axis, y-axis, x dash and y dash. The point of the circle which intersected the axis at the points I'll consider the point A and here B, C and here D. Okay. Now, let me consider one arbitrary point. Arbitrary point anta helidre any point on the circle, anyway we can consider. Let me consider one point P of this point. Okay, P of A comma B. So then it means what? It is a arbitrary point and helbodu. This is a arbitrary point or it is a locus of a point because the path traced by a moving point is nothing but circle with the constant distance will get a circle. Okay, so this is the path traced by this moving point. This is the moving point. Okay, or rotating, we can take the point anywhere on the circle. Okay, so this is a locus of a point also we can say. Now, okay, see, this will be the radius of a circle. You know, the distance from center to the point on any point on the circle is called radius. So clearly this is equal to r. Okay, and see, okay, now radius is nothing but OP. OP is equal to 1. The length from O to P, origin to the point P is 1 because 1 unit, radius is 1 unit. So its value is nothing but 1. And now I draw a perpendicular from the point P to x axis. Okay, draw a point perpendicular from P to x-axis, then we can say the length from origin to this point. So what is the length we have here? We can observe point P with the coordinates we have A and B. So here x coordinate is A. Okay, what is the x coordinate here? A, and B be the y coordinate of the point P, and also we can say x coordinate as abscissa anta ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, and y coordinate as ordinate anta ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, ordinate anta. Okay, so here this is the x coordinate, A is the x coordinate and B is the y coordinate of the point P. So the distance from the y axis to the point P means if you draw the straight line here, the length is what A will get. So here also same length you have, so the length is here A units from here to here. Similarly, B be the length from the point P to the point M. I'll consider this point as M. So P to M, the length is B. Okay, B is the length. Now we can write here by using here radius is nothing but what? Radius is 1, but radius is nothing but it is the distance from O to P, that is nothing but square root of A square plus B square. Or also we can find by using the right angle triangle OPM, the distance of or the length of hypotenuse side, that is OP, is nothing but the square root of A square plus B square alva. So we can say A square, root of A square plus B square is equal to 1. So by squaring on both sides we get here A square plus B square is equal to 1. It's very important, remember this. Okay, so A square plus B square is equal to 1 sigutte. But see here, since it is a right angle triangle, we can define, okay, the functions, trigonometric ratios we can define here. Before that, I'll consider the length of arc. Okay, see, consider this one as an arc. AP is the arc with the length x unit you have. Okay, x unit, and the length of the radius of circle is OA. That is 1 unit. See, length of arc is 1 unit, x unit. Length of radius is 1 unit. So what is the central angle? That is arc length divided by radius. So x by 1 is nothing but x. So the central angle, okay, see, this is A, I'll write here down. The central angle generates here with the central angle x radian. Okay, so this is a central angle, you know. Now we can write the trigonometric ratio, that is sine and cos. I'll write, see, cos x is nothing but, that is nothing but, see, for this angle this is opposite side, this is adjacent side, and this one is hypotenuse side. So cos x is nothing but adjacent by hypotenuse, so a by 1, because hypotenuse have the length 1 unit, 1 agute, a by 1 anta helidre a. Similarly here sin x is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse, opposite anta helidre the length is b divided by hypotenuse is 1, b by 1 is nothing but b. So we can say cos x is a, sin x is equal to b. Okay, so a is nothing but here cos x. Okay, this is cos x, b is nothing but sin x. So the coordinates of point P, that is a comma b, is the coordinates of point we have in terms of, that is what, parametric form, or this is this is in the form of Cartesian form. We can write this in terms of trigonometric form, like a is nothing but cos x, and b is nothing but sin x anta agtade. So the coordinates means if we consider any point on the circle, the coordinates of that point in terms of cos x comma sin x, where x is the central angle. Now suppose if we consider the point P here, this is the point P idre, illi coordinates a comma b baruttalva. So now to find the coordinates of this point, that is nothing but cos with this angle. Suppose this is x dash antidre, x dash beda y dash consider, y is a angle, so cos y comma sin y anta agtade. Okay, cos y comma sin y is the coordinates of this point. Suppose if you consider the point in here, okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಪಿ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಕಾಮ ಬಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಝಡ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಆಗ ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಪಿ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಕಾಸ್ ಝಡ್ ಕಾಮ ಸೈನ್ ಝಡ್ ಅಂತ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, if you measure clockwise direction, this is anti-clockwise direction I measure. If you measure clockwise direction, then you will get a negative angle also. Okay, negative angle kuda sigutte. So this is about your coordinates of any point on the circle. It is on the form, always remember, cos x comma sin x. Okay, cos x comma sin x, very important. Okay, now I will consider a unit circle in a plane. Okay, see, this is a plane. In that I'll consider a unit circle such that the center at origin. Okay, like this is a circle with the center at origin. Okay, same as previous figure, we can observe here circle with the center at origin, and this is a center. Here this point is A, B, C, D. The radius of this circle is 1 unit, since it is a unit circle. Okay. Now let me consider P of A comma B is a point, arbitrary point on the circle. So if you join O to P, you will get radius, and radius you know that is equal to 1 unit in a unit circle. And if you draw PM perpendicular to x-axis, okay, x-axis, then you got a right angle triangle in which the distance from O to M is A and P to M is B. Okay, so now see here, now I draw a tangent on the point P. Okay, tangent ಒಂದು ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Tangent means what? It is a line which touches the circle at one point. Okay, see, from the point P, okay, one tangent I draw to this circle which intersect x-axis. Okay, so clearly this is a tangent. This I'll denote as T. Okay, so PT is a tangent, and here I'll produce the tangent to y-axis. Okay, produce means here we are extending. Okay, so this is also the tangent. Okay, so T dash I will consider. Okay, so PT and PT dash are tangents we have. Okay, now as per definition, you know here OM is nothing but A, but A is nothing but you got cos x, because here the central angle, if you consider x, okay, because the length of arc A to P, as we considered x, so you got here x radian is the central angle. Cos x is equal to A and sin x is equal to B. Okay, so here PM, okay, PM is nothing but B, OM is nothing but A. Okay, or this is what? Cos x. Okay, OM means nothing but cos x, that is nothing but A divided by 1, A divided by adjacent side divided by hypotenuse side. A by 1 is equal to A. Okay, similarly PM is nothing but sin x, or this is nothing but B by 1, opposite side divided by hypotenuse side, that is nothing but B only. So PM is equal to B and OM is equal to A. So OM is equal to cos x, PM is equal to sin x. Now we can define the other trigonometric ratios, that is tan x. Tan x is nothing but here PT. PT is the tangent we know, and this is what? Tan x. Okay, and this can be written as B by A. So here PT is nothing but tangent of the angle x. Okay, similarly I produce the tangent to y-axis. So here PT dash is what? It is cotangent. It is also tangent, but it is cotangent, cot x. Okay, and this is nothing but A by B. Okay, so this line segment, the length from here to here, PT dash is nothing but cot x. PT is nothing but tan x, PT dash is equal to cot x. Similarly, O to T, the length what you have, this is equal to secant x. It is the reciprocal of cos x, 1 by A. Okay, see, that is OT dash. OT dash, sorry, not OT dash, OT. O to T. OT is nothing but secant x, okay, or it is the reciprocal of cos x, 1 by a, 1 by a, okay. Similarly, the length from O to T dash is nothing but O to T dash, the length what have, okay, this is equal to cosecant x, okay. So O in the T dash iruva length, okay, this is what cosecant x, or this is a reciprocal of b, 1 by b, okay, reciprocal of sin x. B is nothing but here sin x, so 1 by b is cosecant x, okay. So likewise we can say this is tan x, cot x, secant x, full length, okay, it is a reciprocal of a, 1 by a, okay. Here we can observe a is nothing but sin x, so we can draw here also a, because from y-axis to the point what you have the length, that is a, so this also we can say this is sin x, or this is sin x, but this is what, okay, sorry, this is what, cos x. A is nothing but cos x, so OM is nothing but cos x, means the length from y-axis to p, okay. The length from p to x-axis is nothing but sin x, b is nothing but sin x, so should know this sin x, cos x, tan x, cot x, secant x and cosecant x, okay. Here cosecant is the reciprocal of the sin x, 1 by b, okay, 1 by b is cosecant x, okay. These are the trigonometric ratios in different case we can observe here. And also here, what is the value of a, okay, a should not be equal to 0, okay. A, suppose a anta hedidre it is the x coordinate of the point, okay. P is a moving point, we can consider p on anywhere on the circle, okay. P and now illi consider maduvaga p of a comma b generally bardeve, but here a is equal to 0 when it happens, means here if you consider the point, okay, illi unit circle alva, since you know this is a unit circle, the coordinates of this point is what, okay, this point is, coordinates of this point is 1 comma 0, coordinates of point b is what, minus 1 comma 0, coordinates of point c is 0 comma 1, and the coordinates of point d is 0 comma minus 1. So a value 0 elli agtade nodi illi alva, so here and here a takes the value 0, and there tangent is not defined, okay. Tangent is not defined when a is equal to 0, so in other case if a is not equal to 0, then all case tan is defined, okay. Similarly, the denominator b here not equal to 0, okay. If suppose b is equal to 0, then cot x is not defined, okay, so b is not equal to 0. Similarly, here also a is not equal to 0, and here b is not equal to 0, okay. So in if suppose a is equal to 0, then tan and secant function is not defined. If suppose b is equal to 0, then cot x and cosecant x is not defined. So here should be note that a is not equal to 0 for to define tan x and secant x, okay. To define cot x and cosecant x, b should not be equal to 0, okay. Andre nimge illi iga tangent nodi illi takolbodu namge alva, any point on the circle can draw the tangent which touches the x axis, but illi ನಾವು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. Here also we can take, we will get the tangent is 0, sorry, tangent 0 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 by, ಓಕೆ. ಸಿ ಬಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಬಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ 1 ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಎ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, ಓಕೆ, ಬಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 0, ಎ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 1 ಬರ್ತದೆ, 0/1 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ 0. ಸೊ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ 0 ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ ಹಾರಿಜಾಂಟಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಇನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ಡ್, ಓಕೆ. So here this is regarding your trigonometric ratios. Now if you consider the radius as r, then you can observe cos x is nothing but a by r ಅಂತ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. sin x ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ b by r, okay, b by r. tan x is b by a, cot x is a by b, secant x is what, r by a, cosecant x is r by b, okay. So here r is the radius of the circle, okay. So you can change for any value, okay. Now, okay, since here I'll consider the unit circle, so here r value is what, 1, okay, r value is 1. Now a is here, you know, a is the x coordinate of the point what we considered, okay. If you consider the point here, okay, on A, means the line OP coincides with the OA. Okay, in that case, you can observe the coordinates of P becomes 1, 0. Here, P of 1, 0 antagtide. So, A value here 1. Okay, similarly, if you come back, okay, if you you increase ಮಾಡ್ತೋದ್ರೆ, suppose if you consider the point here, then the coordinates of P becomes 0, 1. So, A value 0 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. And again, if you come here, ಈ side ಬಂದರೆ, okay, suppose the point is here, P of A, B ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದರೆ, A value ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೆ? -1 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So, A value from -1 to 1, alva? A value up to -1 to 1 we can take, okay? So, it is a possibility we have. A can take the value from -1 to 1, okay? Similarly, since here it is a moving point, okay, P is a moving point, we can consider P anywhere on the circle. So, A value, okay, minimum we can take -1 and maximum we can take 1. Similarly, B value, see here, B is the y coordinate. So, if we come take the point on this, okay, on C ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು point P ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, it is the coordinates of P becomes 0, 1. So, B value 1 ಅಂತ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅದೇ ಥರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ 1, 0, ಬಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 0 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಬಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ -1, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಬಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನಿಮಗೆ 0 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ -1 ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಲಾರ್ಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ 1 ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್. ಸೊ ಬಿ ರೇಂಜಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್ -1 to +1. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್. ಎ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಫ್ರಮ್ -1 to 1. B can take the value from -1 to 1. A is nothing but cos x. Cos x can take the value from -1 to 1 and the value of sin x is from -1 to 1 will get. Okay. But tan x is nothing but what? Here, except when A is not equal to 0. Okay. Then only we can define the tan. If A is equal to 0, means suppose here if you consider the point, not point here. Okay. If you consider the point here, then tangent comes like this, okay, ಈ ಥರ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಹಾರಿಜಾಂಟಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟಚ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಸ್. ಸೊ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ಲಿ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟನ್ನು ನಾವು ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಸಚ್, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಎನಿವೇರ್ ಅದರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ this point, okay, then clearly we can define the tangent of function here. Okay, so here also there is infinitely many tangents will get. Okay, ನಿಮಗೆ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದಂತೆ, ಓಕೆ, ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಬೋದು, -∞ ಅಂತ ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ +∞. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿ tan take the value here -∞ to +∞, the range. Okay, ಅದೇ ಥರ ಕಾಟಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ರೆಸಿಪ್ರೋಕಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇನ್ ಕಾಟ್, ಓಕೆ, ಕಾಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ವೈ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಟು ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸರ್ಕಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಅದೇ ಥರ. ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ಓಕೆ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್, ದೆನ್ ಕಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾಟ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. But in all the cases we can define the cot function, and the range of cot also will get, okay, range ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ values of cot we can take from -∞ to +∞. And now secant x is nothing but, okay, secant x is nothing but the reciprocal of the cos x. Okay, reciprocal of cos x. See, that is nothing but 1 by a. Okay, see here x coordinate is a, you know, x coordinate a, x coordinate ranges from -1 to 1. Okay, since secant x is reciprocal of a, okay, greater than, okay, 1 we can take, including 1 it increases. Okay, the value of secant x 1 ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 1 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾಟ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ಡ್, ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ಡ್. ಅದೇ ಥರ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೈಡ್ -1 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, ಓಕೆ, ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನಿಮಗೆ ನಾಟ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ಡ್ -∞ ಇಂದ -1. Here maximum is -1, and here including -1, here including -1, and here minus 1 is included, sorry, here 1 is included and it is increasing, and the endpoint is not defined here. Okay, so like this. So this is the value. Okay, the value of secant x is from minus infinity to minus 1 and 1 to infinity, including minus 1 and 1. Similarly, in the case of cosecant x also, it is also the reciprocal of the sine function. Okay, and we know the value of sine can take from minus 1 to 1 ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ನಿಮಗೆ minus 1 ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ನಿಮಗೆ 1ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಹಿಯರ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿ ನೋ since cosecant x is the reciprocal of sin x, here increasing, okay, from 1 to infinity. Okay, the minimum value here 1 and maximum is not defined. Here maximum value is what, minus 1, and minimum it is decreasing alva. Minimum is not defined, minus infinity ಅಂತ ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು. Okay, similarly here also we'll get the value of cosecant x from minus infinity to minus 1, including minus 1, and here 1 to infinity ಈ ಥರ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. So remember here, remember that we know a square plus b square is equal to 1, because here a is a length O to m, b is nothing but p to m. A square plus b square means it is a radius we will get, clearly it is equal to 1. Okay, square root of a square plus b square means radius, and its value is 1. So here a is nothing but cos x and b is nothing but sin x. See here a and b are your numbers alva, and the sum of square of two numbers are equal to 1 means the numbers should be always here, and a square value always, you know, a square value is non-negative, it is always greater than or equal to 0 alva. It is always greater than or equal to 0, and 0 ಇಂದ increase ಆಗ್ತದೆ a square ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ. Okay, see here till infinity ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಅದೇ ಥರ ನೋಡಿ b square value also greater than or equal to 1, less than equal to infinity. But here see here the sum of them should be equal to 1. ಅದನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ 1 ಬರಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ here maximum value you can take 1 only. Okay, so a square value from 0 to 1, b square value from 0 to 1 we can take. Okay, 0 to 1, or we can write this one as see a square value from 0 to 1 ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ. see, if you consider the modulus function ಹೇಗೆ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ modulus function ಅಲ್ಲಿ if you consider the value here 0, whose square is 0. Okay, if you consider the value minus 1, then the image is 1. If you take the value 1, then the image is 1. Okay, so here 0 to 1, 0 ಇಂದ ನಿಮಗೆ 1 image ಬರಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಓಕೆ 0 ಇಂದ ನಿಮಗೆ 1 ಇಮೇಜ್ ಬರಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡೊಮೇನಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತಂದುಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು, -1 ಇಂದ 1 ತನಕ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೋದು. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ a can take the value from -1 to 1, or we can say mod a, okay, its absolute value is less than equal to 1. Absolute value is less than equal to 1, or we can say a can take the value from -1 to 1. ಅದೇ ಥರ it is also b square also the square of a function. This is a polynomial function. Again we will get same to get the value from or range image element from 0 to 1 we can take the number from -1 to 1, should take the value from -1 to 1. So b can take the value from -1 to 1. Okay, so here a is nothing but, you know, cos x. So cos x can take the value from -1 to 1, means cos x belongs to the interval -1 to 1. Okay, cos x can take the value from -1 to 1. Similarly, b means here sin x. So sin x also greater equal to -1, less equal to 1. So sin x belongs to the closed interval -1, 1. Okay, so you got the value of cos x and sin x. And you know the reciprocal. Okay, if you do the reciprocal here, 1 by here, you know, minus 1 less than equal to 1 less than equal to minus 1 less than equal to a less than equal to 1 you got. So what is the reciprocal of that? That is 1 by a is greater than equal to 1. When if you're taking the reciprocal, the sign of inequality reverses, that you should know. So 1 by a is greater equal to 1 and 1 by a is less than equal to minus 1. Okay. Similarly, if you take the reciprocal, we'll get 1 by b is greater than equal to 1 and 1 by b is less than equal to minus 1. But you know 1 by a is nothing but it is a reciprocal of cos x, means its value is secant x. So secant x can take the value, okay, from secant x is greater than equal to 1, means 1 to infinity including 1 to infinity, and less than equal to minus 1 means what? That is minus 1 to decreasing. Okay, less than equal to minus 1. So secant x belongs to this interval, minus infinity to minus 1 including minus 1 union 1 to infinity. Okay, or we can say in real number except the open interval minus 1 comma 1 is the value of secant x. Similarly, cosecant x, 1 by b is nothing but cosecant x. So cosecant x also belongs to the interval here increasing from minus infinity to, okay, 1 by b value is what? Less than equal to minus 1. ಅಂದರೆ minus 1 ಇಂದ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ? minus infinity including minus 1 union here greater than equal to 1 means including 1 it is increasing. Okay, so this is the value we'll get of cosecant x. Similarly, tan x take the value, okay, all real numbers it can take minus infinity to plus infinity, and cot x can take the value from minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay, so these are about the values we can take for trigonometric ratios. For sin, okay, sin x belongs to the interval, closed interval minus 1 comma 1. Cos x belongs to the closed interval minus 1 comma 1 again. Okay, and cot x and tan x belongs to the interval minus infinity comma plus infinity. All the real numbers it can take. Secant x and cosecant x can take the value from minus infinity to 1 including 1 to infinity. Here 1 and minus 1 is included. Okay, so these are the basics of your trigonometry function. In the next class we will learn the periodic function and some problems. Okay, also we will see in the next class.